What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a great day. This is going to be a little bit of a more relaxed video where I'm just going to be kind of giving my thoughts on a book. And as you can tell, I'm going to be reviewing The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie. So my original plans for this book was to do like a whole a video where I record myself as I read the book. I've seen other people do that and see if I was right about the murder, about who I think is the murderer, right? And I did do that a little bit, but I ended up just needing to get through the book because I just wanted to get through it so bad. But I will say that I was right about who it was, and I'll show you that clip at the end of this video, and I'll tell you when the spoilers are coming. Anyway, what do I think of this book? Well, first of all, it was a very fun book to read. The whole time, I felt like, not the whole time, but near the first third of the book, I had a pretty good idea of who the murderer was. And the whole book, I was just looking for details to prove that I was right. And then there were points where I wasn't so sure, and I felt like an idiot for thinking this. And sometimes I was like, oh, I'm definitely right. So that was really fun to try to guess. And I kind of wish that maybe I didn't try so hard to guess, but it was fun. Oh, a lot of people say that this book is impossible to solve, but I solved it, but I do think it's very hard and it is unexpected. I'm not going to say more about it. Now, in terms of like the details and stuff, it was very well planned out. No surprise from Agatha Christie. It was done fabulously. The center of this novel is the mystery by far. You want to know who killed Roger Ackroyd, right? That's the big mystery. And it gets confusing, but it's fun to watch Poirot. What's his name? Henry Poirot? Hercule Poirot. It's fun to watch him as he goes through the motions. He's very sure of himself that he'll solve this, and he has a very specific technique to how he does it. So it's really cool. I really enjoyed it. I've never been disappointed by an Agatha Christie book. I've only read one other one besides this one, but it was good. And now I'm gonna play the clip of me guessing who the murderer is. This is this is the point where you should click off. Definitely click off now. Please click off unless you've read this book already and you want to see that I got it right. But if you haven't read it, click off now. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you next time. And if you do want to see me guessing it right, here's your chance. You've been warned. Okay, here's the clip, if I can find it. Alright, so here's my first update on reading The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. And at this point, I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure I know who did it. I'm on chapter 6, and I'm going to show you why I think I know who did it. So, the person who I think it is at this point is the narrator. I think it's the doctor. I'm like super sure it's him. And I know that Agatha Christie is known for giving you clues but misdirecting you with other stuff. So in these beginning chapters, the main suspect I think is gonna be the stepson, essentially, because we heard him, Caroline heard him say something about taking care of Mr. Ackroyd and all of this and that, and about how he wants his money. He wants Mr. Ackroyd's money. So he's like the obvious suspect, but I don't think it's him, right? I'm very certain it's the doctor for very subtle reasons. So you can see right here, this is where I start to become sort of suspicious of the narrator. I say, what if it's the narrator? I only think this because it's surprising. I don't have any reasoning behind this other than because it's surprising, but later I do. Okay, right here, the narrator says something weird. He says, quiet idly and more to distract myself from painful thoughts than for any reason. He's talking about, what is he doing? I think he's looking at something. Anyway, it's weird. The point is that he's talking about painful thoughts. What painful thoughts could he be having? Because I think he's planning on murdering Roger Ackroyd. Right here, we have a weird time skip between when he finishes his conversation, or when we last hear his conversation with Mr. Ackroyd, and when we pick up. So it says the letter had been brought in 20 minutes to 9. Then 10 minutes later, when he left him. 10 minutes later when he left him, and the letter was still in red, he hesitated with his hand on the door handle, and he wondered if there was anything he left undone. That's a very subtle thing, but what would he have left undone? I think Christie wants us to assume that we just mean he just means maybe something he could have said more to persuade him to read the letter in front of him. But why does he want him to read the letter so bad? Because I think that the person that was blackmailing the other lady, the Mr. Ackroyd's wife, or soon-to-be wife, that lady who offed herself, I think he was the one, the doctor is the one that was blackmailing her. That's why he killed Mr. Ackroyd, because he knew Mr. Ackroyd was going to find out. Also, a little bit before, he tells the butler that Mr. Ackroyd doesn't want to be disturbed, which is very weird. He doesn't want someone to see what he did until later. So, yeah. And then right here, he says that he told a slightly fictitious account of the evening to his sister. So that's kind of weird. Now, fast forward to when they are seeing that Mr. Ackroyd is dead and looking around the crime scene. It says that the blue envelope containing Mrs. Ferrara's letter had disappeared. That's who Mr. Ackroyd was going to marry, and that letter contained the information on who was blackmailing her. And I think that the doctor took it, and that's why it's not there. And you can tell that the no blame is being put on the doctor, because the doctor's this point of authority. He's this form of authority that they can ask him, what time do you think Mr. Ackroyd died? All this and that. They don't even, suspect him. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you have an awesome day. Go pick this book up. Remember to subscribe and like. Leave a comment if you want to about anything. You can talk about this book and your thoughts about it, if you agree or disagree with me. Or you can talk about your favorite kind of color. Favorite kind of color. Let me know your favorite color, right? My favorite color is red, although I also am really liking green. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.